It's that time of the year when Samsung releases new smartphones that make you hate your current phone, and right on cue, that has happened. This time around, we have the Samsung Galaxy S20, the S20 Plus, and the S20 Ultra. Yup, 3 phones, 3 sizes, and 3 cameras. Okay, there are more than 3 cameras, but I just wanted to rhyme. So, the S20 series is a case of good, better, best. The small S20 comes in at 6.2 inches, followed by the S20 Plus at 6.7 inches, and then the S20 Ultra at 6.9 inches. I still can't believe there's a time that we had tablets with 7-inch screens. Anyway, before we get things moving, here are the specifications of the 3 phones. They are all super bright QHD Plus displays, some serious cameras on the back with neat tricks. They all record 8K video, beefy batteries, fast charging, wireless charging, great audio output, fingerprint scanners inside the display, and the list goes on and on. Speaking of, let's talk about that display. They get really bright, like seriously bright. They are also really high resolution at 1440p, and if you haven't yet noticed, gone are the dual one-sided holes that accommodated the cameras, or rather the selfie cameras. Now, what we have is a single camera hole right at the center, which honestly looks way better than we had with the S10 series. The displays also have 120Hz refresh rate, which means that these phones are smooth, like super smooth, especially when scrolling through social media. They also are HDR10 certified OLED displays. Honestly, the video doesn't do justice to how good these displays look. Oh, remember that curved display that we've always had on Samsung phones? Well, that's pretty much gone, and I'm happy about that. The curve is so subtle on the S20 series, it's almost non-existent. This, according to me, makes the display less fragile, which is a good thing for you. Then there's the cameras. Oh, where do I start? The front camera is a 10 megapixel lens on the Samsung S20 and the S20 Plus. The S20 Ultra bumps this up to a 40 megapixel lens. But the story is on the back camera. The S20 has 3 cameras, a 12 megapixel main camera, 12 megapixel wide angle camera, and a 64 megapixel telephoto 3x zoom lens. The S20 Plus, on the other hand, adds a depth vision camera to that mix. The S20 Ultra is pushed up to, wait for it, 108 megapixels main lens. However, the wide angle lens keeps the same 12 megapixels, and the telephoto camera stands at 48 megapixels with a folded zoom lens for that sweet 100x space zoom. On that 100x space zoom, yep, it works. It's a really cool thing. The images produced by that 100x zoom are usable. But that remains a cool factor to show off to your friends and will probably come in handy more often than not. Still on the camera, all 3 phones shoot 8K video, which in itself is overkill because that is a huge file. But one huge benefit with shooting 8K is the 33 megapixel stills that you can actually capture from the footage. For instance, I was able to catch this 33 megapixel photo from this 8K video. Samsung say that they've also improved night shots, and without saying much, the results are pretty impressive. I didn't get to take night selfies, but the main camera does a really good job handling low light. And then comes single take, which is simply an automated method of capturing whatever it is you want. Simply point your phone at an action, hit the shutter, and after 10 seconds the phone will have taken 10 photos and 4 videos using the different cameras. And then it recommends a variety of formats you can choose from. There's GIFs, portrait shots, wide angle shots, short clips, and many more. It's pretty neat and useful if you struggle taking photos, especially of a moving object. All this would mean nothing if the phone would barely last throughout the day. And it's nice to see that this has been addressed by Samsung. All three phones have beefy batteries, starting from 4000 mAh on the S20, 4500 on the S20 Plus, and 5000 mAh on the S20 Ultra. Top this up with fast charging capabilities that tops up the S20 Ultra from 0 to 100 in an hour. Tested and tried, or is it tried and tested? And an intelligent battery saving capabilities built into the phone, and the S20 easily lasts you throughout the day without a worry. Oh, my Samsung Galaxy Watch Active needs some charge. But how do all these things work together? You know, the big numbers and endless features? Well, the short version, really well. The software has really improved, running on the latest version of Android, and then there's just those small things here and there that make the whole experience so much better. Like the non-existent Bixby button. The prices start at 93,000 Kenyan shillings for the S20, 104,000 Kenyan shillings for the S20 Plus, and 130,000 Kenyan shillings for the S20 Ultra. Those are big figures, but these are big phones with big specs. So, yeah. Pre-order is currently ongoing, and Samsung is offering free Galaxy Buds Plus and one free screen replacement to all those who pre-order before the 12th of March. Really looking forward to spending more time with these devices, big time. That's it for now. Until next time, my name is Aruni Maina. Kwaheri.